What happens after we die? Long and claimed question that seemingly has no answer. At least we think it has no answer. At least we believe it has no answer. What are my thoughts on it? What do I think about it? Let's get into it. So I've heard in the past that when you die, you go down a tunnel and you have all your memories played back to you, And sometimes it's scary to think about because when you think about your memories being played back to you, you think that this might be the afterlife. This might be the dream that was once real. This might be you playing your life back. And that's scary to people. That's scary to think about. I understand why it's scary because that means your life currently is not real. But I have a different take on it. I have a different take on what I believe comes after we die. And I want to speak on such. So, death comes. Something happens that takes you out of this physical life, that takes you out of this physical dimension, that takes you out of this physical body. What happens? Well, I think that you are more than your body. I believe that you are more than your body. Your body is conscious, and you are also conscious, but I think you are just so much more. That after you die, you still live. I believe you still live, but I think it's a different form of living. I think it's a different form of living that I can't even begin to describe. I have not experienced it, so I can't touch on such and provide you an accurate representation of what it will be like. But I really feel like it all comes down to that we are connected to Source, that we are connected to something that connects all of us, that we are all one. With the law of one, I really believe that we are all from the same original source, that we all experience life, and that we are all here to grow, we are all here to evolve. So after our journey of evolution, after our journey of growing in this physical third dimensional ends, I believe that you carry on and you either, if you did not complete your growing, if you did not complete the growing that you came here to do or the evolution that you came here to do, you will come back and you will go through another life cycle in a sense, That's what I believe will happen. But for those that are ready to move on and who know how to move on, they will move on to such. They'll move on to other dimensions and experience other life forms. This gets into the cycle of what really is life. Because if this is life, if you are always moving upwards, maybe downwards, if you're always moving through different dimensions, then what really is life? And that's a question that's really metaphysical. But I would say that life is an experience. Life is God experiencing itself. It's the Creator experiencing itself. It's Source experiencing itself. Just experiencing everything that it can experience. That's what it all comes down to. It comes down to growing yourself, evoluting yourself, and feeling all the pleasures of life. And pain comes with pleasure because we live in a world of duality. So obviously you have such too. That's getting off topic about the afterlife, but I really feel like there is something called the afterlife where you do really live for a small amount of time in a purgatory state. And this purgatory state I feel like is an unrecognized state that you form your own dream world around you, you form your own beliefs, and you form that world around you. And then once you finally snap out of it, you come back down to where you are. You come back down to the third dimension, out of that purgatory. And I think that purgatory lies somewhere between the third and the fourth dimension. That's just me spitting though. Also I want to say before I end this video, take all the words I said with a grain of salt. This is my current outlook on it. This may change in the upcoming months, this might change in the upcoming years, but it really differs between my current mindset. People could say that I'm idiotic for saying such. But I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to tell you what I think the afterlife is. I'm going to tell you what I think that life is. And that's what I believe it is. I believe there is an afterlife. And I believe that you either move on, you come back, and you are Source.